And welcome, I'm Solo, and this is ZN Gaming. In this video, I'll be going over how to set up a raid alert with streamer.bot using the template that we've set up with the follower alert. Before I waste any more time, let's jump into it. Now again, this is part 3. So if you haven't seen part 1 where we actually set up the template in OBS for the follower alert, I suggest watching that, or this here won't make sense. That being said, assuming that you already have it set up, this raid alert should be fairly easy. All we need to do is open streamer.bot. I already have it open here, but just double click it to launch the program. From here, we can just go to the actions and queues and go to actions. Like I said, if you've already been doing the first 2 videos, you'll have the follower alerts and subscriber alert. But if you've only done the follower alert, this is still going to be easy. We're just going to duplicate the follower alert. To do this, we're going to right click on it and go to duplicate. Now the first thing we want to do is rename it. So we can right click on it and go to edit. Now we don't want it to be a follower alert. We want this in here to be raid alert. We're going to leave it in the groups alert and default and click OK. Make sure you spell it correctly. After we create that, we don't want the follower to be the trigger. So over here in the triggers, we're going to need to change this here from follower to a raider event. To do that, we can just right click, go to add, go all the way down here to Twitch and go to raid. Now we're just going to click the first one, the raid event. You can set a min and max raid here for how many is raiding it. So if you get 50 raiders of just one, it won't show up if you don't want it to show up. I'm going to leave it stock, so anyone that raids is going to give the alert for. I don't get hundreds of raids, so this isn't going to be a problem. If you do have an issue, you can click a minimum of 5 and a maximum of 100. So people in between 5 and 100 will get the raid shout out. But we're just going to click OK. And then we're going to remove the follower event, delete the trigger, and click OK. Now down here in the sub actions, there's a few things we're going to need to change. There's going to be the Twitch message and the alert text. These should be the only things you need to change, but we're going to double click on the alert text down here, and instead of follow, we're going to type in rate it, and then click OK. Now the body and the user text should still be the same. And you might want to change the music. If you had a music set to your follower or subscriber alert, you might want to change it if it was specifically for it. I'm going to leave this here sound stock, so I suggest if you have a sound that's the same for all of them to add it in here. But if you have one individually for each of it, to make sure that you change it here as well. That's something that we're not going to do because we're using one universal sound for them all. Now that's pretty much it. We can definitely just test the trigger. Alright, and we can see it says the person's name, just rate it. Alright, and the other thing that we're going to want to actually do is we want to change this here Twitch message. So every single time somebody raids, I would like it to give an automatic shout out. But this is where we can do this. So this here's got the thank you username for the follow. But we can just modify this here with a few quick things. Just 1 second. But we can update this here with just a few quick things to make it an actual custom shoutout command. So first of all, we're going to type in, instead of thank you, we're going to type in checkout. So it's going to say checkout for this target user. Then we're going to type @ and then we have to type in https://twitch.tv/ and then we want to use the %. I'm going to put 2 of them and then go back 1 and then type it in. This is just going to be target username, capital U and capital N in name. So this should say check out the user at their Twitch channel, their username. We're going to put a dash and put they were last seen. So for the last scene, they were last seen playing. For this here, we can use the variable game. It's super simple, super easy. All we have to do is %game, %, and streamer.bot will already have this here saved, and it'll go fetch the game that person was last playing, which is the person that triggered the raid. So the person raiding, this should give you all the information for them and give them a shout out in chat. So we'll just give it a test here. We'll click OK, and then we'll test the trigger. Alright, perfect. Now this here chat didn't show anything here. Okay, we do see it over here. We'll just give it one more try here just to make sure that you see it. We give it the trigger. It'll pop up. Alright, and as you can see, it's going to give this here, check out the whatever bot or whoever it shouts out, whoever gives the raid, it's going to give them a shout out. I've made a shout out command before, and it shows up and it's pretty fancy and does the chat thing. So this here is just taking that chat command and adding it to this here raid alert. So every single time somebody raids, it's going to automatically shout them out in chat, and it's going to pop up and it's going to play the music that I have set. But that's it for a raid alert. If you want to see how to set up a couple more alerts with streamer.bot, definitely get subscribed so you don't miss it. I plan to go through and make a handful of them so that I don't need to use any other bots. This should be a one bot fits all, and I want to go through and make sure that it's easy to set up every single one of the commands. So if you're definitely interested in making more commands for streamer.bot, definitely get subscribed so you don't miss it. I do plan to make a handful more so that it covers a wider range of commands. I do plan to make a handful more commands, so definitely get subscribed so you don't miss it. But that's it for this one here. If you think I forgot or left something out, definitely leave it in the comments below. And if you like or found the video helpful, hit the thumbs up and get subscribed for more content. Thanks for watching. Bye!